Asia, if you all don't know. Kiteboarding is really huge. We started in Boracay, like maybe around 12 years ago. I was living there as well, and you see all these kites flying in the water suddenly, and you're like, what is that? So Boracay is actually one of the most popular spots. Right now, there's maybe 15 schools there in that very small island. And if you don't know where the kiteboarding is, it's actually on the back of the island. Usually we all know about White Beach, but at the back of the island, most of the foreigners are there enjoying this sport. And because of that, it's actually spreading throughout the country. Now, kite surfing, which is another discipline of kiteboarding where you use the kite and a surfboard to ride waves. It's very popular in Pagudpod. And the local government of Ilocos Norte is very, very supportive of this venture. And now, we have introduced a new discipline that has entered the Philippines in Palawan, which is the wake style discipline. If you see, it's basically like wakeboarding, which is also popular in the Philippines because of our wake parks, but with the use of a kite instead of using the cable system. So that's what we have right now in Blue Palawan. We have just opened last year the very first kiteboarding park in Asia. And yeah, so it's a really nice place to go and kiteboard.
I think the Philippines are a good place for kiteboarding because I'm here since 1 month. I'm from Switzerland, so it got a bit cold, like first snowfall, and so it was so cold that I was like, where should I go next? And the Philippines, they offer good wind, flat spots, wave spots, and I think a lot of the people in Europe or also in the US feel the same way. They're looking for a hideaway, for a place where they can go in the winter time to just like spend a few weeks, a few days somewhere nice and warm, where they don't need to wear a wetsuit, no coat, they can just go out with the shorts and the bikini. And I think that's like the main thing why that people want to come to the Philippines, because of the amazing conditions. And yeah, as Paula said already, one of the best conditions for our discipline for riding in a kite park is Palawan. And James will just tell you more about the event itself.
Yeah, so as Paula said, kiting kind of first came from Boracay, but last year a host of international riders came to Palawan for the first time, really to have an event there. And it was actually really incredible. We had over 30 riders, male and female, coming from all around the world, from Europe, from the Americas, from so many different countries. I think we had over 15 nationalities there competing. So it was a great event to showcase our sport in a new destination, which is kind of really blowing up on the world scale now. So it was great. We had all these riders and a really successful event hosted at Blue Palawan. And I think everyone's really excited to come back this year and kind of step up. And I think everyone hopes and knows that the level will get a bit higher. And also the backing of sponsors is understanding that there's something that can be done with this really incredible sport.
And yeah, so with Blue Palawan, it actually became the first stop of as Paul said, a new discipline of kiteboarding contests. And last year, we formed a new world tour that uses this park-style format. It's called the Kite Park League. And Blue Palawan Kiteboard Open was kind of a big proponent of that, being one of the biggest events in the tour. And basically the difference is that we are using these kind of wakeboard obstacles as opposed to riding in the waves or racing or doing big kind of paragliding jumps or just the normal freestyle. And it was kind of put on, we're kind of like a smaller niche of riders that is kind of more dedicated to this style because it's a little more underground, but we all feel that it's kind of more of the future of the sport. So it's not necessarily the biggest tour yet, but I'd say we have the most dedication, and we're really working to build it and keep growing as the sport continues to grow as a whole. And with that, we have events. So this is the first event of the season. The next event will be on the east coast of the U.S. in Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. The third event is in the west coast of the U.S. in Hood River, Oregon. And then last year we had the event, the fourth event was in Napa, Russia. And then the fifth event in Wales, UK. So this year we'll be going back to most of those same spots, and yeah, starting with the Palabon Open. With the success of running the first tour last year, we have a lot more interest, and we expect the event to be much, much bigger this year. And again, just continue to keep trying to grow it and really help bring more awareness of kiteboarding to the Philippines as a whole, so that we can promote tourism and you know, just bring, kind of help everyone involved. So Paula can kind of talk